Is your child finding it difficult to read? Are you an educator who is struggling to make his students learn how to read? Well, then this video is just for you. The main idea of sharing this video is to help my fellow educators and parents struggling at home trying to help their children learn to read. The following information is based on studies done by various researchers in the field of education. Hope this video will help you. Dear friends, the researchers have found the unexpected connection between handwriting and learning to read. When I was a kid, writing meant one of two things. You either wrote by hand with a pen or pencil, or you punched keys on a typewriter. That was it. Mistakes were tough to fix and revisions hard to make. If you needed to change something, you had to carefully erase while trying not to smudge or tear the paper, or use correction fluid or tape, and it never looked quite right. For students with language-based learning differences like dyslexia, this caused lots of frustration. The mechanics of writing got in the way of expression. It became a big source of anxiety for kids. Then assistive technology for writing arrived. Let me quickly give you tools for writing: pencil grip, slant board, lined or graph paper, keyboard or touch screen, dictation, speech to text, word prediction, spell check, grammar check, text to speech, graphic organizers, dictionaries and thesaurus. We now have computers with autocorrect, dictation, word prediction, and so much more. Kids can revise papers without an eraser or correction tape. It's easier for them to express themselves. Well, all this technology has led to something else too. Less focus on handwriting. And that has an unexpected impact on language and literacy. Less handwriting practice can make it harder for kids to learn to read. Everyone learns best when information is presented in multiple ways. That is especially true for kids with learning and thinking differences. We call this multisensory learning. Handwriting is a multisensory activity. As you form each letter, your hand shares information with language processing areas in your brain. As your eyes track what you are writing, you engage these areas. The same goes if you say letter sounds and words when you write. Research shows there's something special about language development and the act of writing. In studies, kids who practice handwriting do better at reading and spelling. The reason? Some experts believe that forming letters by hand while learning sounds activates reading circuits in the brain that promote literacy. Keyboarding on a computer, by contrast, hasn't been shown to improve reading. Yes, keyboarding can be a lifeline and a relief for kids with writing issues. It allows them to express themselves and have more success in school. But it's not a substitute for handwriting instructions and practice, especially in the early grades. I don't think the challenge for teachers and parents is to decide, does handwriting matter? It does and always will. The challenge is finding the right approach for children who struggle with writing. Lots of kids experience real pain. discomfort while holding a pencil. They complain of their fingers or arm hurting or their hand getting tired. The sensation of gripping may be distracting, and there's the emotional toll when kids are asked over and over, what does that say about the letters and words they have drawn? With all this, it's tempting to ditch the pens and pencils and only use keyboards or dictation. In Reader Come Home, The Reading Brain in a Digital World, Marian Folk talks about how technology has led to more skimming rather than reading slowly and carefully. She talks about the benefits of cognitive patience, and she reminds us that reading quickly isn't what makes someone a good reader. I think something similar holds true for handwriting. Just because keyboarding is faster doesn't mean it's better. Yes, students with dyslexia and other learning differences may be able to write more easily on a computer than by hand, but that doesn't mean we should abandon handwriting. Let's give our kids every opportunity to thrive as readers and writers. They can use screens and devices and all sorts of technology. But let's also keep pens and pencils handy. Doing the slow, often difficult work of practicing handwriting can help kids become better readers and writers. Thank you. Hope this will help you sort the problem of your kids struggling to learn how to read.